Hello and welcome to Podcast 2000 with my substitute co-host, Amor Hilton. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today we're going to talk about a few things that we definitely need to address because there were things that were stated in a certain article, insider article. If you haven't read it, you can stop this, go and read that, and come back. If you have read it, then welcome. So there are certain YouTubers that I'm not going to address that have been like pulling this subject out, and they happen to be Jeffree Star stans.
Right.
I'm not going to say fans because a lot of his fans are okay. Like,
what's a stan?
Stan is just like an obsessed fan that will just literally. Have you heard the song "Stan" by Eminem? That was
So
like,
it's like a cloud. Oh yeah,
and the music video, and there's like a crazy fan, and his name is
Yeah.
Stan. That's a stan.
Huh.
So that's what a Jeffree Star stan is, or the people that are just like overwhelmingly supporting everything he does blindly.
I'm old, I don't know.
I'm older. But so yeah, I mean I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, just the YouTubers that are just desperately trying to support him no matter what, without even knowing what he's done or if he's innocent or not, like pulling out things like Gage didn't get SA'd, which means I can't say it because they're not allowed to say it on YouTube.
Oh, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Saying things like that, it's just wrong to invalidate an actual victim just because that victim may or may have not done stupid things in the past. And we know Gage has done dumb things, but there are certain things that we need to address.
Gage is the king of doing dumb things, but
him dating Carly and stuff like that, Carly was his age, and people are pulling out things that Carly was underage while they were dating. We joked about that because Sticky Drama would post things about Gage dating underage girls, and so she started calling herself underage because if you're dating someone and there's posts about them dating underage girls, which isn't true, this article didn't like, this website didn't like Gage. If it's not true, then you're dating somebody that you know it's not true or whatever, you're gonna joke about it, or at least she would joke about it. That was her sense of humor. So there's even a tweet that this person disregarded and didn't post, even though they went back on my old Twitter. It's still up, of me quoting Carly, being like, Gage, I'm too underage for this. Carly said that once and I laughed about it and quoted it.
But it was a joke though.
Literally, exactly. So people
like,
need to understand, like,
we all screw around with each other, like just in that sense of humor. It's not really like. And
2009 sense of humor was darker. It's not an excuse,
way darker.
But you can't say that he's not an SA victim because of the jokes that we made. It doesn't invalidate his experience.
Quick, do you remember Matt Proof?
Yeah.
Okay, so Matt Proof just emailed me on Instagram, and I was like, he looks familiar, and he's like, oh, I'm Jesus saved.
Emailed you on Instagram?
Yeah.
Emailed?
What, how do you say?
Oh, he DM'd you?
Yeah. What?
You are old.
Anyway. And I was like, oh my god, it's Matt Proof. And he literally was trying to give me the same jokes as he did back then. Like,
his dark humor that is.
And Eric freaked the fuck out. Like, he was like, don't talk to my girlfriend like that. I'm like, no. It's like, because back then, like, he used to be like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck your Hello Kitty.
Oh
or
my
like,
god,
I'm going to.
Okay.
All right. He's just a bunch of crazy shit. So I'm like, so you know, we had a darker humor.
We did. And we hung around not so good people, and there was such a toxic environment that we were around. Sticky Drama was a toxic website. In my opinion, if I'm not allowed to say that, then whatever, I'll say in my opinion, Sticky Drama was a toxic website. The Sticky House was a toxic place. And we all hung out there. She lived there. It was just inevitable. He had the power over our community to post whatever he wanted, kind of like Mean Girls, where you post something and automatically it's true.
Like a puppeteer?
Yeah.
Like he was like that. Like
he
had something in mind, which is gonna be like the real world, but in
Sticky House. That's what it was supposed to be called.
It was supposed to be like a reality TV show. So that's how you know I was there 24/7. Gage, he didn't do anything wrong. Like, he's not the brightest light bulb, but like.
Yeah. So when people try to come out with other people's past to discount a certain type of assault, whatever, it's just wrong, because especially when you call yourself a victim of abuse in the past, you should understand how it feels to be invalidated or told that you're lying or not telling the truth. True, yeah. And it did happen. And if you read the article, Amor chose to say certain things that she clearly does not stand behind because she was in fear of certain things that are legal that she now knows aren't legally possible. Right. Like, she cannot be sued for speaking the truth. She was scared because she was contacted by certain people. Let's just say, just basically, she was contacted by attorneys, okay?
And can we just throw in there that I did not get paid a penny for any word that I spoke. I don't get a freaking dime. So anybody saying that I'm, like, there are allegations against me for saying that, oh, okay, well, she got paid off to say this. That's not true. So
where's the money? Where's the money?
You show me.
Where's the money? And also, I was offered the money and I never got a single. I mean, clearly you see that I'm speaking and I didn't accept any money. Why would I not accept money if it was a lie? If it was a lie, I'd be like, screw you and your lie and your little schemes or whatever you're trying to do, Gage. I'll get my money my way. Like, you know what I mean? If you think that he's trying to like spill this out for money or clout, that's not what he wants.
Can I just say is that Gage never formally told me that this abuse happened. So when I was getting bombarded and I can't get a hold of him, I'm just like, I have no knowledge about this.
Yeah. So I mean, she got interviewed basically on the spot. And by the way, shout out to Kat. I love her. She's a good journalist and everything. Amor just wasn't sure who's on whose side, all that. And she's more of like a nervous person. I'm not trying to explain for her or speak for her. I just have known her all my life. So I just know how it is. So understand that that's also the nature of it.
For one of my best friends.
We never spoke about this together. It wasn't really a big thing. It's something Gage came out with recently to talk about because he didn't want to come out with this as something publicly this whole time. He was kind of like in an ashamed place about it.
Apparently, because if he tells me everything down to when he's pooping, like, I didn't know.
Yeah, he didn't even consider it SA. That's up to the victim to decide what they think it is.
Yeah.
At first, he looked at, because you can be groomed and made to believe that something is just normal and consensual and just like, oh, we're friends and this happened. But then when you look back at it later and you see, oh, this person's getting all this, like, they're getting paid and they have all this support and stuff and they're not that good of a person, they've done this and this and this, you want to come out and tell your truth and it just doesn't feel right in your heart and in your soul. And I could understand that from a different perspective.
Yeah.
So just...
And I agree, but it's, if I had knowledge, I'd been like, oh yeah, I have your back.
Yeah.
The thing is I didn't know about that. Like, I know that they hung out together. I know that we've dropped him off there in the past, but in my head, I was like, well, if he's hanging out there and getting picked up and dropped off there, then, I mean, there's nothing shady.
She wasn't the one that came to pick him up that night. I was the one that went to pick him up that night. So that's why I'm the one that am so passionate about this, like, subject and everything, because I know that it happened because he talked about it right when he got in the car. And it's me and my friend Kelly. And let me also say something that I mentioned earlier or didn't address, or like I realized that I like kind of skipped over. And right now I'm like brain farting about it.
We should have written this down.
I know. It's about us not getting paid or whatever.
Oh,
Gage allegedly may or may not have accepted money. So I don't know if I said that he doesn't have money or where's his money. That's why he retracted his statement. And there's a reason. I mean, there's a reason that someone's so passionate about something. And you know what? I'm not going to go any further about that because if he retracted it, he's a victim, then that's that. But
that's not
there's a reason that someone's going to just suddenly make a U-turn the very same or next day when the person that it's about knows that there's an article suddenly being written, and suddenly writing that email to Kat the very same day or the very next day after working with her and asking me, which I still have the texts, asking, can you be, Insider Magazine wants to interview you, and I was like, this is so annoying. I don't want to talk to these strangers, but then I found it as real and legit.
I was trying to say the same thing, but I couldn't get in contact with them to, push that further. I tried to get in contact with Parker and everything to try to be like, what the actual hell is going on right now?
Yeah, so Gage and Amor weren't really that much in contact when all of this went down. That's why when she was hit up, she was confused. Didn't know what to say, didn't know if she had to like protect her legal boundaries or whatever it could be. But yeah, allegedly he accepted the money. I know he gets mad whenever I even in private talk to him about it.
Yeah.
So we'll leave that there. I don't know. I can't say why. Obviously he may pretty much needed it, but it doesn't discount the fact that he's a victim. That's all. So to clear my name, and not that I have anything to really clear, I just had my friend's back, and I still do. Just because you retracted the statement, I'm not going to retract mine. I was offered money, didn't take it. I could have taken it just like he did, but I'm not that. I don't want to live that type of life. So that's why I came on here to like say all that. And also, we were going to talk about other things, but I don't think we should bring up certain things in the same video. Like Daniel, I'm not going to talk about him really.
I know. Yeah,
because I'm going to talk about Daniel in the next episode with Mandi, with Small Pups, because I know that you and Daniel don't have any beef, and I don't like getting in between people's friendships or anything like that. She does know that the situation with him was pretty rude, where he just acted like, oh, you're nobody to me just because we haven't talked in 10 years and I reached out to him. But she's not involved in the whole grooming allegation or any of that. So I'm not going to say much on this episode to respect Amor. But do you have anything else to say about this subject, I guess?
Yeah, like I feel really bad that I put Gage in this situation, and like Chris Avery
said... You didn't put him in any situation.
Well, what he told Parker was that I kind of like embarrassed him, I guess, like because I'm saying that his accusations were false, which I never said specifically that allegations were false, but I did say that I wasn't aware of like the situation. So it wasn't me saying you're lying. It's like, you're on the phone with me when you go potty. Like, how do I not know your situation?
All the time.
All of the time. Yeah. And I just want to say, like, I'm sorry to Gage and to Chris and other people who...
Yeah, but I know Gage is over it because he doesn't even want to, like, talk about this anymore, which is why this is like closing the chapter.
He won't even talk to me, so I guess this closed chapter on friendship. This whole thing is just crazy. He privated all his
stuff and got new social media. Like I contacted him on social media, being like, "Oh, are we not friends anymore?" Because I thought he deleted me. He's like, "No, idiot, I got a new Facebook." And then you're like talking from there. Yeah, he's just very like nonchalant about things. But clearing our names because people are gonna post things on YouTube about us acting like we're some shady people that are just doing this for the money. No, honey, we're not. Okay, so
and
you can relax.
Also, people need to check their facts before they post
videos on YouTube
and
tweets.
Yeah, because
you know who you are.
It literally makes me laugh. I'm like, are you joking me right now?
It pisses me off.
I'm like, are you... False no, I'm just like, are you joking? Because we've lived through it. We've been through that.
We were there.
We were literally there, and I'm listening to people going like, no, this is a fact. Like, no, it's not a freaking fact. That never happened.
Saying that Carly's underage. We already discussed that, right? Carly and Gage are the same age. You can look into that. I'm not going to say her full name, though. It's doxing her. No. Just look into it. If you're such a detective, the names are all out there. You screenshotted my tweet. That was sarcasm. We already talked about that. Yeah. Then look into it further. There's a reason that Sticky Drama posted things about Gage. He didn't like Gage at all. Period.
No, he didn't.
He posted a lot of false things. He posted a lot of false things about her, Kiki Cannibal, me,
about everybody. It's it's a Perez Hilton of social media.
And one of these YouTubers are working with Sticky Drama, who is a problematic person that used to like CP allegedly.
Yeah.
And CP is underage stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go further on that, but there's just a YouTuber that's working with them that's also trying to discount the victim, Gage. Right. So I think a lot of people out there are discussing right now. That's why we have to come here, close this chapter, and put a period in the end.
Let's move on.
Boom. And shout out to Chris Avery. I'm sorry that you had to deal with all this and that this YouTuber and other YouTubers are trying to discount you. You deserve way more than that. You don't deserve the disrespect that you're getting because you're a victim, and people can't say otherwise because they weren't there. So, I love you, Chris. You're beautiful.
We love you, Gage.
Girl. All right. We love you, Gage. We love you, everyone. We love you.
All the loves.
I was trying to think of another person, but we don't love that many people.
All the loves.
All the loves. Bye. Cheers.
Salud.
This is lemonade. That's wine.